Hello everyone, I'm Santiago, and today I'm gonna be testing Bayonetta 1 on the GeForce GTX 950 for FPS monitoring. I'll be using CAM. If you want to download this software, there's a link down in the description, and if you want to purchase any of the parts featured in this build and support the channel, there are Amazon affiliate links down in the description. So Bayonetta 1, I'll be doing 1080p and 1440p. To skip none of those sections of the video, check the description below. So first on 1080p, I'm going to be using max settings with 2x MSAA. I'm not sure if that option is working right now, but I enabled it anyway. At 1440p the game wasn't that stable, so I had to lower some stuff in order to maintain the frame rate as close to 60 as I could. 4K was pretty much unplayable, I couldn't hit 60 frames per second. Even with the GTX 1050 Ti, it was very difficult at low settings. So just avoid 4K, play at 1080p and it will run just fine, or just push 1440p with lower settings and it will be totally playable. I didn't test any other CPU since the G4560 was enough to maintain 60 frames per second no problem. So if you have a better CPU, don't worry, the game will run just fine. So in the options menu first, what you'll find is an anti-aliasing option from off to MSAA 16 times, which I didn't see in a long time. Apparently the MSAA option doesn't work according to the PC Gamer port report on this game. So you'll see that sometimes I enable it, but it's not really working, it seems. I'm not 100% sure on it. Then texture quality, we have low, medium and high. So if you have a 2GB card or something like that, use high textures. Then we have shadow quality, low, medium or high. Not really much to say about that. But on the 1050 Ti, for example, at 4K, I had to lower this to get more frames. Then we have screen space ambient occlusion quality, SSAO. We can turn it off, put it on low, medium or high. Again, on 4K on the 1050 Ti, I had to turn it off. Then we have HDR, which is not the HDR that we know nowadays. You don't need an HDR monitor to use this option, so keep that in mind. But it has a hit on performance. I suggest you enable it, the game looks better. And finally, VSync on or off. You'll see that I keep it on most of my tests. That's because this game is capped at 60 frames per second. We cannot go over 60 frames per second, so why would I turn off VSync? If you turn it off, you will get a lot of screen tear, so it's not really a good idea to turn it off, I think personally. But if you're having very unstable frame rates and you're dropping below 60 frames per second, turn it off. The game will hard lock at 30 frames per second if you keep it on and you're not maintaining 60s all the time. So for example, if you have a 1050 Ti and want to play at 4K at lower setting, turn VSync off. It will make the game much smoother, since with VSync on it would hard lock at 30 frames per second. But yeah, those are the options, and you even have a VRAM usage bar down below. But apart from that, I'm pretty impressed with the options menu considering the age of this game. But anyway guys, that's pretty much it. I hope you keep enjoying the video. Thanks for watching and see you next time.
You've been naughty. I've had enough twists.
Long since erased from the records of time, there once existed two European clans who served as overseers of history for the powers that be. The Umbra Witches, dwellers of the darkness, and the Lumen Sages, controllers of the light. The clans paid each other great respect, and their efforts to maintain the balance between them defended the just passage of time. Yet one day, that balance was toppled. The once harmonious clans fell into disagreement and stoked the flames of hatred against each other, resulting in an era of strife. The conflict between the Umbra and the Lumen threw all of Europe into a chaotic loop of battle, ambush, assassination, and casualty. It was truly a gruesome war. Despite the tremendous radiance of God shining upon them, the Lumen Sages were gradually weakened by the assault of the secretive Dark Witches. Years after the balance was lost, the war had ended in the Umbra Witches' favor. Their victory was short-lived. Fearing the witches' dark abilities, humans began to condemn the remaining Umbra. They launched the witch hunts, rounding up the battle-weary witches with little resistance and subjugating those who wished to continue the struggle. Human faith in the miracles of their god pushed the witch hunts further, and soon the Umbra Witches, keepers of the darkness, were extinguished from the earth. All but one.